I'm very pleased to present to you today the Diamond Discovery Hub. It's one of the key exploitable results of the craft-oa project and one of the services of the European Diamond Capacity Hub. It's the result and effort of many people, and I would like to give credits to Lukasz and the development team in ICM Warsaw, but also various stakeholders, including institutional publishers who contributed with their ideas and input and helped us to develop this product. So what is Diamond Discovery Hub? Diamond Discovery Hub is a registry of scholar-led open access journals without author fees in Europe, designed to increase visibility, discoverability, and recognition of Diamond open access journals. The DDH is a dynamic data collection growing over time. After the soft launch at the end of June of this year, now it's time to remove the beta tag and announce the hard launch of the Diamond Discovery Hub, which is happening now, today. And you can all access the website using the QR code or entering the ddhdiamonds.org, as it is one of the services of the European Diamond Capacity Hub. It is a subdomain of EDCH. So when you open the website and click on search, you will arrive at the list of diamond journals. Currently, the list consists of 2,699 diamond journals, and you can see in the screenshot an example of one of these journals. What is especially prominent are the diamond criteria that you can see immediately, and a couple of metadata. So please browse the DDH and see what it has to offer. A couple of words about the target audience of the Diamond Discovery Hub. Diamond Discovery Hub is useful for Diamond open access journals for sure. It helps them to become visible within a larger collection of institutional journals, highlighting their diamond model and helping to reach a recognition for their diamond effort. It is also useful for institutional publishers. It supports in supporting their journals by getting their data aligned, improved, and harmonized for broader dissemination. It is also interesting for readers, authors, and research performing organizations because the Diamond Discovery Hub helps to assess the nature of Diamond open access journals. Hopefully, it will bring attention to the funders will pay attention to the Diamond Discovery Hub and maybe pay more attention to the Diamond journals when supporting financially, supporting journals financially. It is also interesting for aggregators because then they can reuse their data. We started working with pilot trusted sources, and now you can, in the screenshot, you can see the sources of diamond journals. The current list, it is growing. It went beyond the pilot trusted sources that we worked with in the beta phase. Now we included a couple of more trusted sources. And what are these trusted sources? These are mostly institutional publishers who verify their journals against the diamond criteria that Johan mentioned today, and I will be talking a little later. After verifying the journals, they can submit it to the Diamond Discovery Hub. We trust them in applying the criteria and in submitting good metadata to the Diamond Discovery Hub. How can you become such a trusted source? How can you submit the data to the Diamond Discovery Hub? First, we started working with institutional publishers from within the craft-oa project. Now you can apply to become a trusted source through the EDCH registry. And you can see a QR code where you can access the registration page. You will need to fill in the application, and after your application is approved for the European, for the EDCH registry, you can fill in your organization profile in the registry, and when asked whether you want to become a trusted source of the Diamond Discovery Hub, please choose yes, and then for taking this step, you will submit your application to us, and we will process it soon. What are the steps that the trusted sources should take? They, as I said, they are now to verify their journals against the Diamond criteria, and we prepared a lot of sources for them to be able to do so. First and foremost, these are the Diamond criteria that were developed together with our partners, the sister project Diamas, and these criteria were published on Zenodo. You can access them using this QR code. We also prepared verification guidelines. These guidelines offer practical support, hands-on. These verification guidelines, they describe how to apply the criteria, how to use them, how to actually identify Diamond journals. If these are not enough, just in case, we also collected frequently asked questions. These frequently asked questions were collected after verifying journals from DOAJ. So we started testing our criteria and verified a bunch of DOAJ journals, and we collected many problematic, ambiguous, not so clear cases, and they are all covered in this document. So having these three resources, potential trusted sources can for sure identify their Diamond journals. And even if this is not enough, we also have a group in the EDCH forum where you can ask questions, exchange with other trusted sources, and they will help you if you encounter some cases that are not covered by these three sources. So now you can see the 6 Diamond criteria. If you take a look in your goodie bags, you will find a nice magnet listing this Diamond criteria. A journal, in order to be included in the DDH, a journal must have a persistent identifier, it must be a scholarly journal, it mustn't charge any fees, open access with open license is another criteria. These were what Johan referred to yesterday as technical criteria, and we also added 2 more. The journal must be open to all authors, no discrimination included, and it has to be community owned. So these 4 technical criteria are often described on the journal's websites and captured in the metadata. Not always, not all of them, but often. But the 2 criteria that I mentioned last, open to all authors and community owned, are often forgotten and are not specified on journals' websites, or rarely specified. So we offer self-declaration templates that can be copy-pasted and included in the about pages of the journals. This way, if you are a journal, you can signal to your publisher, I'm compliant with the Diamond criteria, I can be included in the Diamond Discovery Hub. Another important collaboration that took place while developing the Diamond Discovery Hub was with the Masaryk University, who was in the team from Masaryk University was developing a bunch of plugins, and one of these plugins is the Disco plugin. it was mentioned yesterday, it helps to check whether your journal is compliant with the requirements of aggregators. The Diamond Discovery Hub is listed as one of the aggregators, and you can check the 6 criteria. There are checkboxes. And what is especially interesting and what I value a lot is when clicking on Open to All Authors and community-owned, these statements, declarations, will be automatically added to the About page of the journal. So another important work, another important output of the work on the Diamond Discovery Hub is the journal metadata exchange format. When we were, there are not so many formats that describe journals. And among the existing ones, we have not found the one that satisfy our needs. So we decided to develop this journal metadata exchange format. This format covers not only the basic journal metadata, but also the 6 operational Diamond criteria. We are preparing a publication on this format in the near future, and I hope that this format will be used broader and beyond the context of the DDH. One of the goals that we had when creating the journal metadata exchange format is to make the interoperability using the OAI PMH protocol possible, and I'm glad to announce the first case of such data reuse by Mirabel in France. So now the DDH is featured among other sources on journals pages. So if you go on Mirabel, you will find DDH among other sources. And we hope that the collaboration between Mirabel and the DDH is just the beginning, that more aggregators will reuse the data, and yeah, it's going to be a widely used source. And I would like to finish my talk with a short video.
Hi, we are a team of people from across Europe, all passionate about open access publishing. We created the Diamond Discovery Hub, and we're here to tell you what it is and why we did it.
In a nutshell, the Diamond Discovery Hub lists verified Diamond Open Access journals.
But let's take a step back to explain the Diamond Open Access model. Since the 19th century, researchers have been publishing their work in printed journals to share their findings.
Previously, the only choice many researchers had was to pay fees to publish their papers in printed journals, and readers had to pay to access these papers. In that publishing model, some publishers generated substantial revenue from publicly funded research, but the average citizen could not access it due to the high fees.
With the widespread availability of the Internet, the possibility of digital files, and open source technology in the 21st century, scholarly publishing practices are undergoing significant changes. We think they are changes for the better.
The old model is outdated. Now, most publicly funded research must be published in a digital open access format, free for the public to read. Publishers have had to adjust their business models to accommodate this. However, authors often still incur fees called article processing charges, or APCs.
But there is a publishing model that is free for both readers and authors. It's called Diamond Open Access. In this model, neither the author nor the reader pays any fees. In Diamond Open Access, the publisher is a publicly owned institution or not-for-profit organization, such as a public university.
A group of us, Diamond Open Access publishers, service and technology providers from across 15 countries have come together to figure out how to make this publishing model more understood and to increase the findability of Diamond Open Access journals. With funding from the European Commission, we created the Diamond Discovery Hub, the DDH. It's a service run by the community to maintain a list of Diamond journals for everyone to find.
For a journal to be listed in the Diamond Discovery Hub, 6 essential criteria are considered. These criteria were created by the Diamond OA community itself.
You can learn about them on the DDH website.
If you work for a publishing service that practices Diamond Open Access or is interested in doing so, you should apply to become a trusted data source, which will allow you to add your journals to the Diamond Discovery Hub.
If you are a researcher who wants to publish in a Diamond Open Access journal, the Diamond Discovery Hub is a great place to start your search.
And if you're a librarian, you'll definitely want to bookmark the Diamond Discovery Hub for curating your collection.
Funders who support Diamond Open Access publishing can be confident when the journals they support are in the DDH.
Whether you're a researcher, a librarian, or a funder, the Diamond Discovery Hub can be useful for you. Browse the DDH and see how together we are creating a scholarly publishing ecosystem that produces high-quality research accessible for all.
I have a short question. You didn't dwell on the browsing of the Discovery Hub, but that would be very helpful for authors and librarians who want to suggest the Discovery Hub to their authors to find appropriate Diamond Open Access journals to publish in. So can you browse by discipline?
By who? Sorry? Discipline.
Sorry.
Yes, we have included OECD classes, but it's optional metadata, so it's still rarely used.
Okay.
So you can, but you won't get many results.
Okay, so how do I find journals for the social sciences?
I don't have the.
So
don't remember the classifications. Like I cannot tell you what the label is from the top of my head, but there is definitely a category for social sciences. And
Agathe, your question is completely right. This is a minimal viable product. So we started with this, and it's much bigger than one thinks. So for instance, the criteria to develop these and to come up with a definition of Diamond Open Access that we can agree on and test against a technical service. This was quite an endeavor. You probably recall the Open Access days where we had several consultations. And this is not done yet. It's going to grow, hopefully. And this is one of the features that we would like to see so that there's more browsing. I think the most important point of the Diamond Discovery Hub is now that we have a way of technically adding a flag to journals. A flag that can be trusted and says, this is a Diamond Open Access journals, because those of you in the room who are working with aggregations and lists, we sometimes lack reliable information where we can flag something. For instance, is it social sciences? Is it a journal? Is it Diamond? And with the Diamond Discovery Hub, we created a technology and also an agreement and an editorial process to reliably be able to flag a journal with a flag of Diamond, and all these other features that we would expect from an aggregation are hopefully coming by and by.
Thank you. That would be perfect because it's very helpful. We are not able to identify Diamond Open Access journals for our authors to publish in.
Thank you. This is a very valuable input for the further development of the Diamond Discovery Hub, which will happen for sure because it's a sustainable product. It will be developed further.
My question is, how do you plan to re-evaluate the journals that are included, and how often do you plan it?
So yes, we discussed this, and the idea was to ask to the second validation or to the next validation in 2 years' time, I think. But as it's still a MVP, a minimal viable product, we will have to figure out how actually to implement this.
And the other thing that I'd like to highlight is commercial aggregations are usually in a competition with each other, meaning that yes, they will take over data from others, but only if it serves their business case. So Scopus also carries the Web of Science ID for researchers or journals, whereas if we look at aggregations from the public sector, we collaborate. One collaboration that we have, for instance, was that we were running joint seminars with the electronic Zeitschriftendatenbank, EZB. Silke, can you please raise your hand so that people see you? if you have questions about the EZB, because it was also mentioned on one of Hannah's slides. And for instance, we received information from Mirabel that one of the journals that we had listed as Diamond Journal, and when we evaluated it, it was correct because it didn't charge fees. In June 2025, it started to charge fees, and therefore Mirabel rightly pointed us to the wrong information, and we corrected it. And our idea is also that these public aggregations that are owned by the scientific community collaborate on curating their data jointly, because if one aggregation is doing the whole work of whitelisting, blacklisting, re-evaluating, that's a lot of work. So we need collaboration, and I think the main function of the Diamond Discovery Hub is really to add this flag, and hopefully then this data can flow in other aggregations that, for instance, would have already subject classification or would bring more information, but that we can be a reliable source, hopefully together with other aggregations such as Mirabel or the EZB or other national aggregations, where we jointly can add this reliable flag, this Diamond Journal, in the sense of more than just no fees. But you're absolutely right. If it's not re-evaluated, the data, then we have a problem. But I think Lukáš is all prepared with his team to bring all these wonderful features, and then in 2 years' time, we stand here and launch Diamond Discovery Hub 2.0 or maybe 3.0.